So here we are. The first thing I do when I come to the barn is I get a ton of hay, as much hay as I can fit into one wheelbarrow, and I bring it into the barn because we feed both the horses who are in the barn as well as the horses who are out in turnout, so we have to have a ton of hay for that. I then bring this hay to the barn and get started on pulling horses in from turnout. Hey, Bonnie! Now that all the horses are in, it's time to bring the hay out and get it ready to start serving to the horses who will be coming out in a few minutes. Here I'm separating the hay into approximately half-flake sections, and it does get a little bit hard sometimes to separate it exactly just because this type of hay does break apart pretty easily, but once you learn to eyeball it, it's pretty simple. Then once I've separated out a half flake of hay, I go and I put it at a certain spot in the pasture. I try to spread them out a little bit so that the horses don't fight, and then it's back to getting half flakes again. The next step is to blanket all the horses who will be going out into turnout. Not all of the horses need blankets, but the vast majority of them do, so this usually takes a few minutes to just go around and make sure they all have their blankets on. I sometimes end up doing blankets, but I do work at the barn with other people who are a huge help. We all work together to get the day's work done. So sometimes I'll blanket, sometimes I'll do hay, sometimes I do both. It just kind of depends on what each person is going to get done and how we decide to do it on that particular day. Next is a quick hello to all the ponies, and then back inside to do some more work inside the barn. Next order of business is to muck out all the stalls of the horses who just went out. This isn't the most prestigious job ever, but it is important, so I'm happy to do it. Finally, we dump it all out and bring the wheelbarrow back in. Usually we sweep the aisle as well, just to make sure everything is nice and clean at the end of the day. And then we're pretty much done. So there you have it. There is a very basic day in the life of an equestrian working student. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.